Curious Cat Show, the only one curious cats ask for by name. Meow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, chocoholics, and those who simply followed the smell of disappointment. Thank you for joining the Curious Cat Show today. I'm your host, LK. Today, we are united by a shared purpose to address the shocking, heartbreaking, taste bud betraying behavior of SweetMelt Chocolate Company. Now, SweetMelt claims to make premium chocolate, and technically, well, that's true if by premium you mean it costs a lot of money, and by chocolate you mean that it's brown. Now, let's begin with some of their ingredients. As SweetMelt calls them, ingredients-inspired components. Their cocoa butter has been replaced with something labeled cocoa butter-ish substance number 4. Now, I don't know what happened to substances 1 through 3, but I assume that they're in the Witness Protection Program. And sugar. Oh, the sugar. SweetMelt proudly advertises that their bars contain 40% less sugar. What they don't mention is that they replaced it with sweet flavor vapor, which is basically the memory of sugar. You don't taste sweetness so much as you remember a time when sweetness existed. Then there's their caramel, or as SweetMelt calls it, caramel adjacent goo. I opened a bar last week and the caramel tried to escape. It slid out of the wrapper like it was fleeing the scene of a crime. And the nuts? The label says contains peanuts, but what it really contains is a peanut, one singular, lonely peanut wrapped in a chocolate bar like it's doing time for a crime it didn't commit. Now, don't be fooled by this picture. These factory workers at SweetMelt are actually removing one of the peanuts from the candy bar after they were severely scolded by their line supervisor. They're not putting in 2 peanuts, they're taking out 1. But the real masterpiece, the piece de resistance, is their new artisan crunch. It sounds fancy, right? Turns out it's just gravel. Actual gravel. I bit into the bar and understood immediately how my driveway feels. But all of this comes as SweetMelt is touting its new direction. Company spokesperson there. SweetMelt, a bold new direction in sweet treats. Well, bold is one word for it. Other words include concerning, alarming, and why is my chocolate bar making a clinking noise? But today, we stand strong, we stand united, and we stand with our taste buds, our dignity, and our basic human right to have chocolate that doesn't require dental insurance. And because of that, a massive rally took place shortly after the big, bold new direction from a SweetMelt. So the protesters came out en masse, and this is what they had to say.
We demand chocolate that tastes like chocolate. Down with SweetMelt. Down with SweetMelt. Brown triangle of regret. Stop the swell. Stop the swell. We demand chocolate that tastes like chocolate.
Yeah, a little bit of an echo there with all the mountains and the factory. But let's make this very clear. We have a rally cry. No more mystery ingredients, SweetMelt. No more edible crayons. No more bars that double as construction material. We demand chocolate that tastes like chocolate. Not like a brown triangle or a brown rectangle of regret. I don't think they make triangle-shaped bars, but if they do, they probably suck. And now for the real story that inspired the preceding fake news. Here's an article by D. Durbin from the Associated Press. Hershey says it will shift back to classic recipe for all Reese's products after criticism. Hershey said it will use classic recipes for all Reese's products starting next year. Got to wait a little bit. A change that comes after the grandson of Reese's founder criticized the company for shifting to cheaper ingredients. Reese's peanut butter cups have always been made with real milk chocolate or dark chocolate and peanut butter. But a small portion of Hershey's and Reese's products, like mini Easter eggs, are now made with coating that contains less chocolate. Hershey said that in 2027, it will shift those products to their classic milk chocolate and dark chocolate recipes. The Hershey, Pennsylvania-based company said it will also be making other changes to its sweets portfolio next year, including transitioning to natural colors and enhancing Kit Kat's recipe to make it creamier. Meow. The company said it also plans to increase its research and development funding by 25% next year. Brad Reese, the grandson of the inventor of Reese's peanut butter cups, ignited this controversy in a public letter that he sent to the corporation brand manager on Valentine's Day. Hershey acknowledged some recipes changed, but said it was trying to meet customer demand for innovation. Has anybody asked their chocolate to be innovated recently? I'm editorializing there, but high cocoa prices also have led Hershey and other manufacturers to experiment with using less chocolate in recent years. Well, there you go. Well, my friends, that's it for today's Curious Cat Show. Sad state of affairs, my friends, when chocolate does not taste like chocolate. Have you noticed a difference in your favorite sweet treats lately? If you have, put a comment down in our comment section. I'd like to know what you're disappointed about when it comes to treats. Prices have gone up, the flavor's gone down. Hey, like and subscribe to the Curious Cat Show. Curious and cat are spelled with the letter K. We truly love to have you be a part of what we're doing here at the one and only Curious Cat Show. That'll do it. That's it, and that's all for the Curious Cat Show. We're out. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.